was back with the simple goal to dominate and this time force those same people to acknowledge him. And it didn't just stop at the people, even his own family members, like his cousins Jimmy and Jay, who at the start would fight and refuse to be forced into submission, but eventually would give in to acknowledging Roman Reigns, doing it not out of love but out of fear and being manipulated, because that's how Roman created his empire. And this would kick off years of captivating television with this cult-like family pretty much all hinging on making sure that Roman Reigns was satisfied, was glorified, was acknowledged. Because if Roman Reigns wasn't happy, then no one was. Every time somebody stepped out of line, they would be met with the threat of the wrath of Roman Reigns. And every episode you would tune into this soap opera-like story, wondering what would happen next, and would this be the day that someone finally stood up to Roman Reigns? When would Roman push too far? And then 2023, it finally happened. See, the thing about Jimmy Uso was that he was probably the only member of the Bloodline who wasn't there due to manipulation and brainwashing. He only stayed out of loyalty. Not loyalty to Roman Reigns, but loyalty to his brother, Jey Uso. The only reason he stuck around was for the sole purpose of protecting Jey from the wrath of Roman Reigns. So as soon as Roman had went too far with mistreating Jey, Jimmy finally snapped. And this would lead to him and his twin brother both breaking out of the mind control and finally standing up to Roman Reigns, kicking off a war within the family between the twins and Roman Reigns. A war that would lead to Jey Uso challenging Roman Reigns for the championship and leadership of the Bloodline. And finally, when it seemed like the family would be saved from the oligarchy of Roman, see, at this point in Roman's championship reign, WWE had put a lot of stock and resources behind it and wasn't planning on ending it anytime soon. On top of that, WWE also had a plan set for Jimmy and Jey to face off against each other at WrestleMania. Problem was, this was August, and WrestleMania wasn't for another 8 months. So that meant to see this showdown between the brothers, people would have to wait 8 months just to see it. And it also didn't help that this moment just kind of seemed far-fetched and nonsensical. Jimmy, being the main person to defy Roman and stick around only due to loyalty to his brother, was now betraying his own brother. And to make things even more weird, Jimmy would fall right back in line under Roman Reigns in the Bloodline, making the whole standing up the Roman thing look meaningless in comparison. The controversial idea to have Jimmy turn on Jey Uso would be the moment that the Bloodline storyline had officially jumped the shark, with the storyline essentially going on autopilot for the rest of the year and losing that sense of purpose that made it special in the first place, never really recovering and reverting back to those heights again.